It's a dictatorship. They came to power since 1994. Jammeh kill our people. Jammeh actually make our people to disappear. Jammeh send our people to exile. And up to today, Jammeh denounced our Gambia to be asked from a republic to an Islamic state, not to the interest of the Gambian, and not to the interest of every Gambian. And we are saying no to it.
No.
Saying no to it.
No.
Not doing. Not doing.
Not doing. Not doing. Not doing. Not doing. Not doing.
Not doing. Not doing. Not doing. Not doing. Not doing. Not doing. Not doing. Not them.
Not them. Not them. Not them. Not them.
Not them. Not them. Not them.
Assalamu alaikum. maa ngi leen a nuyu déglukat yi and all the listeners. My name is Yusuf Taylor, aka Flex Down. This video is called Fitna si Deka bi, and why is because Jammeh recently announced that they will be pushing for an Islamic and Sharia law bill in Parliament at the state opening. So why we're also doing this video is to make an announcement about the April 10 protest, which was scheduled to happen here in the UK, which will not be taking place. We'll be protesting on July 23rd. So on February 21st, UK Gambians protested to mark Gambia's so-called 51st independence. During the protest, we agreed to hold the next protest in April to mark the anniversary of the students' massacre in the Gambia, which saw at least 14 students killed. We regret to announce that due to the short timescales and other commitments, we are pushing back the next protest to July 23rd, in which we will denounce Jammeh's 22nd year in power since the 1994 July 22nd coup. In the meantime, we will be embarking on an aggressive campaign to engage the UK and EU government on the current human rights situation in the Gambia, the opposition's electoral reform demands, and highlighting Jammeh's announcement to introduce an Islamic State and Sharia law bill. The human rights situation in the Gambia continues to decline at a very, very fast rate. Japanenfi Imami, Alaji Sise, Amadou Sane, Alaji and Ebu, and many more citizens on flimsy charges. For any Gambian, this alone should be a grave concern and a valid reason for every citizen to stand up and protest for their release. The enforced disappearances must stop, the border issue needs to be resolved, and a more conducive environment needs to be put in place in the run-up to the December 2016 presidential elections this year. We will be embarking in an aggressive campaign to engage the UK and EU government to place sanctions on the Gambia government. We demand that the UK and EU governments not fund fraudulent elections overseen by an extremely biased IEC chairman who passed the 2015 Electoral Amendment Bill and followed up with threats to deregister legitimate opposition parties. Electoral reforms is one reason for all opposition party supporters to join us to amplify our voice to the UK and EU government. There is no reason why party followers should not come together to demand that the IEC progresses the GOFER demands. Time is ticking, and I would like to take this opportunity to remind all those who want to see change that the IEC has put a 6-month lockdown on reforms prior to the elections, which should coincide in June 2016. From now until then, UK Gambian activists will be following up our petitions, which we have delivered in person, for the IEC to regularize itself and to listen to the opposition demands for reforms. It's common knowledge that the IEC's chairman's tenure has expired, and there is currently a plot to extend his tenure indefinitely. Comrades across the globe, I would like to appeal to all of you who want to see a free Gambia to join us and take this fight a step further, so we can achieve this goal of a peaceful transition in the Gambia. Finally, I regret to announce that Jammeh's recent announcement of his intention to introduce an Islamic and Sharia law bill will only bring fitna si Deka bi. All Muslims and non-Muslims need to amplify their concerns with a heightened sense of urgency. This will be one of our main points in our advocacy work. We all know that Jammeh's decision to introduce an Islamic state in the Gambia is not genuine and will allow him unlimited powers to eliminate political opponents and any dissenting voices. The Islamic state that Jammeh has given us a glimpse of is one where imams are imprisoned, witch hunters parade and purge innocent civilians, and all manner of barbaric acts are committed with impunity. Comrades, I heard some people say that Jammeh is only joking when he made his declaration. We all heard the Vice President Isatunjai Sedi a week ago say that the Islamic State declaration means nothing. A few days after that, Jammeh has reignited the flames with his announcement to take it further. Comrades, it's sad to say that Jammeh is not mentally stable. In a West African region plagued with extremism, we cannot sit down and take this lightly. We need to act now to avert any foreseeable danger happening in our country. Please feel free to reach out to any of the organizers, including myself, to support this drive to bring back sanity in our beloved country. Thank you very much for listening, and we look forward to your support. For 2016, Wato Sita, Fog Ñu Dem, Gambia Dina Dem Kanam. Jërëjëf.
Na dem.
Na doy.